Welcome back. Welcome back to this. Doctor Who, Scream of the Shalka, starring Richard E. Grant. The unit member the unit member character that I couldn't remember, who the actor Richard Franklin portrayed, was Mike Yates. He was in Planet of the Spiders and other Doctor Who stories. This was John Pertwee's last story. Last time I was talking about going to the bike shop for my fat tire bike, my Farley fat tire bike, for the Float Fox device for the suspension, making it nice going over the bumps. Because I wish I had that on my other Trek bike, my Marlin. It would be nice if I had that Float Fox on that one too. Because usually when I see there's going to be a little bump, I might, I usually lift my butt off the seat because it's uncomfortable sitting on the seat and then going over a bump. But when I have the Float Fox with my fat tire bike, when the Float Fox is fully operational, fully functioning, it's not a big deal going over bumps. So I like it. It's working good now. But yesterday went to the bike shop and I got one. They told me when I sent a message to them, they told me that it was $40. But when I got there, it was $50. But it's a good investment. As long as it works good, it should be so as long as it lasts a long time, it's a nice tool. It's a nice accessory to have for the fat tire bike, for the Float Fox suspension. Because when that runs out, the bike it feels like it's lower and the pedal is really closer to the pavement, and it's not as nice going on curves when the pedal is scraping on the pavement. So I feel that the Float Fox helps in that because I feel like I'm higher up. It lifts the bike. So this is a Bontrager. It's called a shock pump. So that's nice. It might be a while before I use it to make sure that it works. It'd be nice if I knew if it worked right away to make sure that the product is a good product, that I spent my money well on it. But the air is good right now in the Float Fox device. I'm glad I have that. As long as it works good and it lasts a long time, it will be money well spent. for the Float Fox device on my Farley Fat Tire bike. Shock pump. Here's the master on Scream of the Shalka. And that's who I'm going to be talking about next in my notes. Okay. The master in Scream of the Shalka was voiced, because this is animated, voiced by Derek Jacobi. Derek Jacobi would play the master again when the new show came on. He'd come back in the new series of Doctor Who in the episode Utopia, when David Tennant was the Doctor. We see Derek Jacobi as the character Professor Yana. Oh, the letters in that name, which is revealed in that episode. The letters stand for acronym. The letters stand for words. Yana, Y-A-N-A. The letters stand for "You are not alone," which I believe is told to the Doctor by the face of Bo, who is Captain Jack Harkness in the future. Okay. We see Derek Jacobi as the character Professor Yana until he realizes his true identity as the Master. Yana. Professor Yana was actually the Master. Which the Doctor's companion, Martha Jones, this happens. He realizes he was the Master. Professor Yana realizes he was the Master when the Doctor's companion, Martha Jones, notices that Professor Yana has a pocket watch similar to the Doctor's. I think it had Gallifreyan symbols on it. She was aware of this pocket watch, this Time Lord pocket watch, previously in an episode. I don't remember what it was called. It's probably on here. Yeah. Okay, so this is the season, the complete third season of Doctor Who, when the new series came back with David Tennant. This is the one that has Utopia on it. It's this season. Yeah, there was a season. There was a episode on this season. Was it Human Nature? Yeah, where the doctor, as David Tennant, thinks he's human. It's probably human nature. It all goes back to him. It's like he had amnesia. I guess it was to protect his identity from pursuing aliens. So Martha Jones sees that Professor Yada has this pocket watch. And it was then at that time that uh, Professor Yada was looking at this pocket watch, and he's concentrating on it. And then at that time he realizes, oh, I'm the master. His memory comes back. Derek Jacobi was good as the master. It would have been nice to see him play the character of the master longer. Because for most of the story, he was just playing as Professor Yada. So it would have been nice to see him longer as the master before he regenerated, before Derek Jacobi regenerated into John Sim. This guy. Oh, here's Martha Jones. She was on the front too. Derek Jacobi, I remembered him. The first time when I saw him, and when I hear his name, I think of the first time I saw him. So I recognized him when I saw him on Doctor Who. I haven't seen him on too many other things. I just remember a long time ago on PBS, the name of Derek Jacobi stuck in my brain, and it was always connected with the show Cadfael. So that was the first time I was aware of Derek Jacobi, seeing advertisements for on PBS for Cadfael, which I think is based on books. I think he plays a monk, some religious figure. He plays a religious figure that's it's a mystery show. It's like it's like a historical religious version of Murder, She Wrote. I don't know. I'm that's just the impression I get from uh, my memory of seeing a little bit of it when I was younger. So this was back in the 90s. Yeah, I've never actually seen it. Just saw commercials for it. Okay.